Hey everybody, welcome back to Some Guys Movie Reviews. Today I'm taking a look at Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. This film is positioned as a sequel to Bumblebee, but a prequel to the 2007 Michael Bay Transformers film. We're introduced to new human characters, but we have those familiar Transformer robots. I found the movie quite entertaining and thought it had a very appropriate runtime, which is just at 2 hours. The new characters are fine. I do think that Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback gave good performances, although I'm not sure that their characters are as fleshed out as they could have been. And because of this, you don't really connect with them in the way that I think that you're supposed to. With that being said, I know a lot of people would prefer to see a Transformers all-robot movie. I do understand why we have to have these human characters, at least why Hollywood feels that way as of right now. You kind of do need that anchor point, a human connection to kind of relate to. If you just have robots, you might not be able to empathize with them. So I could see where it could be problematic. However, it would be very interesting to see them do that if they ever, take that risk and go for it. An example that I'm talking about where the characters aren't as fleshed out has to do with Mirage, which is one of the Transformer robots, and Anthony Ramos' character, Noah. Noah's positioned where he needs money to help his family, and the situation of how he gets roped into helping the Transformers involves getting that money that he needs. I thought that it was kind of silly and kind of downplayed the more serious elements of why he needs the money for his family. I wish it would have been taken more seriously, and I think if they would have fleshed it out more, they could have done that. The CGI and action is well staged and looks really good. You're able to easily follow what's happening, what's going on. I know that's a common criticism in the other Transformers movies. I didn't find the main premise in this film that interesting. It's very much like Big Thing is coming to destroy the world, and our lead characters have to find this thing to help prevent that. And it is something that we've seen before, and so I didn't find that very interesting. What I did find interesting was the locations that they ended up going to. They ended up going to Peru, which was kind of a welcome change. I don't know that I've ever seen that very much featured in movies, so it was really cool to see that location. The other thing I wanted to mention is I do think that this movie suffers from a lack of appropriate tension. There are a lot of action sequences in this, but you don't really feel a whole lot, which I do wish they would have done a better job of building that tension in the right moments. That would have made you invest more into the plot and what's going on. Overall, I did have a really good time with this movie. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a pretty good film, and I think you'll enjoy it. I won't do a separate video, but I will talk about it now. If I had to rank this, it'd probably be kind of middle of the road for me. Bumblebee is still the best of the franchise, followed by Transformers 1. This and The Last Knight are probably close to neck and neck for me, followed by Age of Extinction, Dark of the Moon, and Revenge of the Fallen. I think Revenge of the Fallen is definitely the worst of the franchise. I know most of you are probably wondering how is The Last Knight kind of in the middle. I don't know why, but I just have a soft spot for it. I think it's just so silly, and I really like the third act. I think it's one of the most epic, end-of-the-world scenarios in a film. It's just really cool stuff, so that's why it kind of ranks in the middle. I'm not saying it's a great movie. I just enjoy it for what it is. All right, guys, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. Like, subscribe, share, and thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.